Turn on, people. Welcome to United View. How are you guys doing? Welcome to the road trip. Manchester United versus West Ham, and a chance, albeit very temporarily and games in hand and all that, but a chance to get back in the top four today with a win, man. If we beat these guys today, we go into the top four for the first time since I think October, I think it was, which is saying something. Look, so that's the goal, that's the aim. Tough game. It's a chance to keep building a little bit of momentum as well after some topsy-turvy performances. As you lot saw in the preview, like I said to Nikki, it depends what Man United we're going to get. I don't think, well, in my opinion, I don't believe we can put our hat or our money on what type of Man United is going to show up, because we're so inconsistent. We really are. Not just with results, but with performances more so. Performances, you don't know what type of performance you're going to get. You don't know if well, you can probably predict we won't start well, and we concede big chances and being a bit careless on the ball and just things like that. But then in other moments we've actually done some really good stuff, and there's been a lot of positives in certain areas. So yeah, I think it's a game that, first of all, we have to win. A loss is catastrophic. I think if we lose today, I would actually say top four gone. Even though you can say mathematically it's still fine and this, that and the other, for me it would be so demoralising to lose and against these, especially because they're above us in fourth now. It's a 6-pointer, do you know what I mean, as they say. So we have to win. We have to win this game. A draw, again, a draw will probably feel like a loss, even in the context of it. Say we came from 2-0 down to draw 2-2, I get it, but it would still feel like a loss, because again, these are the games where you've got to start saying, if you're serious about getting top four, the games are running out, and if you're serious about getting it, you have to start surpassing teams. And West Ham's a team that we all kind of maybe had our doubts about whether they can sustain that level of play and that amount of points. Well, everyone's been kind of dropping points, so the truth is that they're still there. They're still there, and they are a genuine top four contender. That's how we have to treat them. There's no easy games, and in the run up to the close of the season and the key months now, which is what we're getting into as we get back end of January, February, March times. This is the key times of the season now, and we either need to start putting a run together, or superseding teams and building up a gap. But right now we've got to get into fourth to do that, and start hoping some results go our way. Obviously, Dalot and Telles are going to continue. I mean, it's interesting to hear Ralph Rangnick speak about them in a press conference, basically saying that, you know, they're both... I've gone the wrong way. No, I haven't. They're both attacking fullbacks. They're both, you know, good at going forward, but they've got work to do defensively. But he said that's fine, that's normal. He's happy that they're getting given a chance. So there's not going to be any Wan-Bissaka and Shaw. So I think Shaw's out of a slight knock, and Wan-Bissaka's still ill. Jadon Sancho, I don't think will play. So I think the only change will be Harry Maguire. And can I just say, obviously, on the Victor Lindelof situation, playing so well, but his family's got to come first. I was reading a little bit about it, and you know, if that ever happens to your family and your wife and your kids and stuff like that, that's got to come first, 100%. Nothing's more important than football. More important than family, should I say? Nothing. So yeah, hopefully he's all right. Absolutely the right choice. For him to be at home with his family, even though, you know, he's been playing really well and it'd been nice to have him today, but 100% has to be, you know, with his family. Hopefully that doesn't kind of put him back. I think that would be unfair. You know, I might be looking a bit too much into it, but remember when De Gea had to kind of leave for the birth of his child? He came back and he just wasn't number one anymore. I don't know. It's difficult. Unless we put in some really good performances, you know, I don't know how many games Victor's going to miss out on. I suppose it might only be just one. I don't know, because obviously after this we got a bit of a break where the players aren't playing in this winter break. So we'll see. But hopefully he doesn't lose his place for a sustained period of time. It'll be interesting to see. But it's good that he's at home with his family anyway. So Maguire comes in today. Need a big performance from him. Need a big performance from him with Varane today, because, you know, it's not going to be easy against West Ham, and Victor Lindelof and Varane have actually looked quite good. Yes, we've conceded some goals and stuff like that, but I think that's down to lack of control of the game. You know, midfielders running at us when we haven't been playing very well and conceding counter-attacks, as opposed to those two making mistakes. Yes, I think against Villa, I think Lindelof maybe let himself down a little bit, but other than that, for large parts, I would say they've been all right. I thought Varane was very, very comfortable against Brentford. And in that first half where we were struggling, He was still making tackles, he was still commanding. The way he passes out from the back with his left foot, weaker foot, punches it out to Telles really quickly to get us going. I do like that, because Telles wants it quick, wants to go forward, wants to drive. So I do like that. And Ronaldo's obviously fit. He's fine. I think he's recovered from a little knock that he had. He's with the team, and Cavani's back as well. So interesting to see what happens up front. I think he'll probably still go with Ronaldo again up front. But I want to see the same system again, really, because when we play these 2-8s and one sitting, it seems to be working. Or even in the 4-2-3-1. Defensively, I've seen that we've set up with, you know, McTominay and Fred at the base, and then Bruno playing in there as well. But he's not running around like a headless chicken. He's been reined in a little bit. And even I think Ralph Rangnick was basically talking about it as well. Like, this 8 position is really good. It suits Bruno a lot. It really does suit him. Just having him rein back in. I've always said that. Just rein him in a little bit. Don't have to have him running around like a madman. He doesn't have to be at the centre of everything. If we keep the ball more time, then he's got a better chance of being able to make decisions with more space around him. Do you know what I'm saying? Rather than having to rush it. And Anthony Elanga, man, listen, for me, he has to start. I'm pretty sure he will. I mean, it'd be extremely harsh to drop him unless he's picked up a knock or something's happened, which I think we would have probably heard of by now, unless it was late last night or something happened. He's got to start. I think now's the chance for Anthony to really kind of give Ralph a reason, you know, to keep playing him. And he's played well against Villa. Obviously got his goal against Brentford and generically played well, more so second half, because I don't think anyone played good first half. And I want to see him start again. Mason got himself a goal and looked lively as well. I think go with the same wingers again. You go with Mason, you go with Elanga. Rashford, that done his confidence a bit of good, a world of good to come on and score. Impact sub, that's fine. Listen, when teams are tiring, you know, last 20 minutes of the game, last 25 minutes, whatever you want to do, last 15, you don't want to see Rashford coming on and running at you. Do you know what I'm saying? So maybe that's, and it takes the pressure off Rashford, because we might be a goal up by then, might be 2 goals up, it might be 2-1, you know, whatever. It could be 0-0, but still, it can kind of maybe take the pressure off him rather than from the start. So I think go with that again. And obviously we need McTominay and Fred in there. I think McTominay was fantastic. Big game for McTominay needed again. Yes, it's okay doing it against you know, a lower quality side like Brentford, but West Ham, I think Nicky was saying, they got Souček back. Excuse me. We know that they got Rice in there. So McTominay and Fred got to be at it. They got to be at it, because you know what Declan Rice is all about. Give him space. He's combative. He can win the ball. He can drive with the ball. He can commit players. Decent in the air. Good range of passing. We got to be on him. And this is where, you know what, with the McTominay and Rice thing. Look, obviously Rice is clear of Scott, but Scott does a lot of things. Scott McTominay, there's a role for him in the team, and it's about consistency. Because when Scott McTominay actually plays really well, you look at his attributes and how he plays in them games, and you say, wow, you know what, he can drive with the ball, he's powerful, he's got a good strike, gets his fair share of goals, you know, he's good at arriving late at the box, and he's good in the air, can score with his head, did that against Villa. But the reason what we know, why we don't get gassed by that, is because we know in the next 3 to 4 or 5 games he'll probably be back playing a 4 again. Do you know what I mean? Or dropping a 5 average performances. If Scott can get that consistency, that's what probably sets Declan Rice apart from him. And I would say Declan Rice is obviously better on the ball as well in terms of how he retains the ball. But in terms of getting around the pitch, winning the ball back, driving with the ball, you know, he actually, if he wants to start answering some of the critics and say, listen, Man United don't need Declan Rice. I'm not saying we don't. I'm saying this is if I was Scott McTominay. Man United don't need Declan Rice because I can be that plus more. I'm better than him. Show it. Let's see it today. You play for Man United, you're playing at home. Dominate that midfield against your opposite number in a player who's very similar to you, who's way more highly tipped than you, you know, and people are rating him way more than you. A lot of people are. Show him that you've come through the Man United ranks and you're not going to come and take my spot at this club. We don't need you. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I believe that, but what I'm saying is Scott McTominay should be thinking that in a game like today. I'm not going to let Declan Rice come and run the show. You know what I mean? Which has happened in a lot of times when he's played against us. I'm not going to let that happen. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to show him who's boss, and I'm going to show all the fans as well that actually I can be that Declan Rice. I want to see that type of performance from him today. And I know some people may laugh, say Flex, he's never going to be Declan Rice and all that, but I'm serious, guys. When you look at when he plays well and the attributes that he does possess, he is all right, man. He is all right. It's just the consistency aspect of it, and can he improve on the ball? And that's the bit where it's like, maybe not, which is why we need to go and buy. But I do like McTominay. I do like McTominay. So anyway, I'm not going to give you a prediction, even though I've kind of done it already, because Nicky drew me out and made me give a prediction. So I'm not going to go to that again. But it's going to be a really tough game. You think of Jarrod Bowen running at us, Antonio, handful, Benrahma plays, or Fornals. These guys, Lanzini, they keep the ball very well. So we've got to be at it. This is not going to be an easy game. Never is against West Ham. I think it's going to be extremely tight. I leave it like that. You know what I mean? It could be a draw. Could be a draw on the cards here, especially if we don't show up. But I've got a little bit of confidence that the boys are going to do it today and play well. So yeah, smash a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you lot are new to the channel. Make sure you keep Owen company on the match view as well, and the full view afterwards. And I'll be meeting KG up there as well, so he's at the game today as well. So hopefully he's happy at the end of the game, because we've got a good win as well. I'm out of it. Peace.